So Michael, of course, is still one of the class players in the comp.
Yes.
I think. I think you're right. With Jackson, he probably does lack a little bit of consistency. But I'm telling you, who I really like, his brother actually. Patrick is the games that I've seen this year. He's been outstanding off a half-back flank, and I think I'd expect that to happen again today. Him with, as well as Luke Rounds, are really terrific running players out of their half-back line, and they'll set up goals again today for him, no doubt. On the Grovedale side, the ruck contest will be interesting. I think Holm has been a pretty good foil for Bell Park this year, Jim, but no doubt the class ruckman of the comp is Ryan Abbott from Grovedale, so it'll be an interesting contest.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I want to see how it plays out around the ground as well, with each of them getting involved in the footy as well. So not just the ruck work, but who can get around the ground, take a few marks, and be sort of a link player throughout. So
could someone
that's something I'm keen to see.
Would an AFL side look at Ryan Abbott?
Well, he's been down at Geelong VFL pre-season a couple of years, and I'm not really sure what eventuated down there. But
well, he did well, but they didn't put him on there. And just think he's definitely the best ruckman in the comp.
Yep. Now, just quickly for our sponsors, of course, this is brought to you, as always, by GJ Gardner Homes, locally built, locally owned. But a special mention today for Geelong Harley Davidson, because they have their 2015 model run-out going on at the moment. Perfect. Come on in and meet your new Freedom machine. Right now is the time to save big at Geelong Harley Davidson. So if you're interested in a Freedom machine, get on board and get yourself down there. This week, of course, East Fruit Market and Palais Bingo. Not sure how well they were supported last week, but we're really looking for some good flies.
Yep.
And some nice shots on goal as well. So let's get around them.
Some weeks we get let down there, so hopefully the two sides today can lift and take a few hangers. That'd be nice.
Spot on, exactly right. So something else I wanted to bring to your attention was, of course, the Grovedale full forward in Jordan Erskine.
Yes.
Last game these two teams played, he was well held till half-time, and of course it was Johnson who was on him. And then Johnson didn't reappear.
Went down the second half,
didn't reappear after half-time. And Bell Park absolutely had their hands full. He got off the leash and he went berserk. So anyone got any ideas on what happens there today? Does Johnson go straight back there? Or if he plays deep, does Johnson start on half-back?
It's a tough one, isn't it? You'd expect him probably to from the start, but yeah, it's obviously one of the keys in this game, isn't it? If Erskine fires, you'd expect Grovedale, those tips will quickly be changing.
No, they'll hold Erskine.
They'll hold him?
Yep.
Backing it?
Oh, confident.
So do they push a number back, or do they just play a traditional style?
I reckon they'll play. They'll play one on him, but they'll also just be wary of him. They'll come off one or the other.
Just roll off and get that third man in.
Yep.
Third man in for sure.
Because of course at the other end you've got Stephen Polkey for Bell Park, and he'll be matched up by Jordan Harrison, young and up and comer for Grovedale, whom I really like. That'll also be a really good matchup as well.
Handful for Polkey today.
Handful
for Polkey. That's my prediction.
Righto. Mark it down for 5.
Handful plus.
I like that. And I like the exuberance and confidence.
Polkey's got a handful plus here today.
I was going to say was your big call, Erskine, not to kick one after what you said a moment ago. But
I'm just going the other end.
Going the other end. Yep.
Right. I like that though. We've got one on the board. So Tonks. We're going with Polkey 5+ straight up. That's very good.
Say handful though.
Fair enough. Now, quickly around the grounds as well, which Tonks, I believe you've been nominated today to go around the grounds for, of course, the Gateway Hotel.
Good.
But who do we see? Just quickly, just in one word, Colac St Joseph's, another cracking game.
Yeah, that could be tighter than. I reckon that could be an absolute belter. We'd probably be there if it wasn't in Colac.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Truck wouldn't make it.
Colac will win that. I reckon that's Colac a surprise down there.
Colac
will win that.
I reckon Joey's just. I think they'll be a bit fired up after last week.
Think of anything worse than going down there.
Joey's for me. Lara Newtown, do I even need to ask?
No.
Nah.
Lara, unfortunately, over the last couple of weeks has completely capitulated. They were starting to show some pretty reasonable form mid-season, but it's all going pear-shaped out there. Geelong West St Peters versus Leopold. An interesting matchup, that one for mine.
One-sided.
One-sided.
Yep. I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah, I can't put a finger on Leopold, but something's not right out there.
Nah, Leopold win easy.
Yeah, fair enough. North Shore St Mary's, also interesting. A good round, this one.
That's hard,
North Shore
isn't
should win one soon. Is that at North Shore?
It is.
Yeah, I'll go North Shore.
Right.
I'm saying St Mary's just.
St Mary's
Just. I can see North Shore play being up at three-quarter time and losing.
Yep. And South Barwon St Albans, which St Albans won by 110 when those two teams met earlier in the season.
And I reckon it'll turn around this time. South Barwon.
Where's it at?
It's at South Barwon.
South should win that, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they got a pretty good side in. My prediction, South by 50, which would be a 160-point turnaround in
It's a fair turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah, but hasn't happened yet. So.
Yeah, land your statements. Where are we going?
Righto. Well, you better go first.
I'm going Bell Park will be up by 4 goals quarter time.
That's not outlandish.
No, that's fair.
4 goals.
Well, I said they'll win by 5, so they'll
Okay,
pretty much have
happy
it sealed.
with that.
I'll make mine at quarter times. It's Smith, surprisingly, in the ruck against Vale. He gets his hand on the footy. Cuthill extracts the footy out as he does. The ball eventually spilt there to Jackson Bright, who pumped it inside 50. A nice kick, but a good spoil there from Gubbins for Grovedale. Buck Donahue tried to get hands on it. The Grovedale player's been wrapped up down there. Ball spills out just outside 50 for Grovedale, for Bell Park. They've got the ball in hand now. It's going to be Tom Couch. He's been in pretty good nick. The kick wasn't great. Grovedale are going to clear this. Just a little balk there from Stanley. Missed the target by hand. Got it across back the circuit, and they eventually cleared to centre wing. Down the line, it was Razga who tried to get the grab. Couldn't take the mark. Speedy Deans gets on there. A little look-away handball, and the transition's good. It's Erskine who's got it. He's a long way up the ground. He goes to Caldwell. Caldwell, who's a fine player for Grovedale, kicks it inside 50. The kick was poor, and it's been chopped
really
off.
poor kick there. So that's Blake Nallis who's got it. Right at fullback, he looked to play on, ran into a bit of trouble. He eventually turns and goes out the other side. His kick had to be good. He had Henderson in the lead, couldn't quite hold it. And now Grovey, they can go inside forward 50 again. The low spear and kicks found a target in the pocket down there. We got Abbott,
who's surprisingly
forward. That's all right.
Yeah, so
don't mind that.
Surprisingly, they've started Abbott forward and Zach Smith in the ruck, and it's a good move so far.
It's a tough kick in that pocket, though. Not the deepest pockets, though, out there. So they're coming out. Be a great start for Grovedale. Looks sort of right off the boot, but umpire's done a little bit of work, and it's through for a minor score.
So blew the whistle, Emma's netball.
Yeah, netball minus. So the first score of the afternoon, the first score brought to you by Ballerine Tyres too. So it's one behind Grovedale to Bell Park yet to score.
Sheringham, just a little short kick, finds his mare there, and gets it out to Jason Graham. Graham, defensive 50, just kicks up the line to Holmer. Nice kick. Holmer didn't let him down. Just eases back off the mark. Finds another teammate forward in Bookavars. That's Christian. Christian kicks it in. A dangerous-looking ball for Cuthill, but a good grab. Under some pressure there. Gets the hands off to Couch. Couch inside 50, and that's lovely ball movement from the Dragons, and it's Michael Bright on the end of this one.
Normally a good kick too, Michael Bright.
Yeah,
was that kick-in ball that set that up, wasn't it?
Exactly that right, and it was dangerous, and it was exactly right. It
hit a daring target inside about 4 Grovedale players that were bearing down, so daring play, but it's going to provide a shot on goal.
Michael Bright, we talked about his skill level, it's good. Unfortunately, though, he's missed to the right-hand side of the stick.
Always going to miss when we commented.
Always going to. And for Ballerine Tyres, that's 1 point apiece. Ian.
Yes.
He's forgotten his pen today. Usually Milky has a stash here normally, but he's taken them all with him as he's done a runner this week.
I brought one for him.
You bought me one.
I did.
Oh, there we go.
So Donahue
been looked after
for Grovedale. Gets it outside 50. Vale in best position though. Gets his big arms across it. Deans at the bottom of the pack. Ran into some trouble from Cuthill, but umpire deemed it was too high. And Deans, he gets his 1 millionth over the shoulder free kick in his career. He comes out our side of the ground here, looking for his teammate and finds him there in Riley Hall. Hall building some form after going overseas mid-year. Gets it across to Donahue. The kick's good. It's for McKenzie. McKenzie used his body well, but he's missed the last month and he looked a little underdone there. And it was easily taken out from Bookavars. Bookavars just strips it straight across the ground towards Henderson. Henderson runs onto it and kicks it beautifully down to Jason Graham, who started pretty lively.
So Graham on centre wing, just swings on the left boot and gets going inside forward 50. He needs a mark and he's got one. That was good there by Benny Kennedy. Takes it about 45 out. Not much of an angle. And he looks pretty confident. He's just turned his back on the play. Says, I've got this one.
Well, distance won't be a problem, you wouldn't think.
So a few tricks from the coaches today, just with Ryan Abbott starting forward, Smith in the ruck for Grovedale, and of course Kennedy's a perennial backman, I would have thought.
Snuck up forward.
So it'd have to be a good kick from here. No one really hanging back on the line. They expect him to get the journey easily. And he hasn't quite done so, as the mark's been taken just inside the field of play there by Polkey.
Surely not
Your
the
man,
first
Tom.
of his handful.
Too easy for him. He
He's played
snaps
on-
around, and he gets it. Oh, he's a class act, isn't he?
He's on his first.
I'm not sure whether 5+ is bold enough for mine.
He's
I'd
on
like
the
to see
way.
7
Could
or
be a
8.
bigger bag.
He's on the way.
Right. Well, I'm going to. I'm actually, and this is bold for me because what minute marker we got? You're keeping the time, Tonks. That's 6 minutes. Is that correct?
On the timer as well. Yeah, 6 minutes is correct.
Excellent. Well, my prediction is Ben Johnson will take a dozen marks, no less. Is that bold enough?
Yeah.
A dozen.
Are you going to mark him down though?
12. Absolutely, I am.
So how many are you marking him down for already? I'm
None.
just making sure he hasn't already
You're
snuck
about
him
to say
down
he
for a
hasn't
few.
got any yet.
None yet.
That's all right.
Yeah, disappointed with Harrison's contest there. Polkey showed a fair bit of class. He just led him backwards and then just lunged at the footy. He's extremely strong in the air, isn't he?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. How did he get that much space on the goal line?
Yeah.
It's a
Well, on
great,
the behind line, sorry.
it's a
But
great ground for forwards. It is, isn't it though?
Well, it is.
Because once you get one kick and then you have a shot at goal. One kick
Yeah.
out of the centre.
Not so good for your centre forward, you think?
No.
So back in the centre of the ground here. 1-1 Bell Park, leading Grovedale just the minor score. So the umpire throws up the ruckman to do battle. Vale was there against Smith. Smith went high and got the tap, and Grovedale tried to get out of there, but Couch was there applying pressure and all crashing in now. The umpire is just letting it go at the moment and eventually calls for it. So we'll have a secondary ball up right in the centre.
Just, I think, out there we've got 37, Jacob Hernan for Grovedale, which you won't have on your sheets, boys.
30, actually. So the umpires, they've restarted and they found a free kick.
James Cheetahs, excellent.
There you go. Yeah, he's got a different number on today as James Cheetahs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, usually 38, I believe. So Grovedale from the free kick, they went forward, looking for Raska. He couldn't get it, and taking it off hands there quickly. That was Dale, just threw it up into the forward
there
line,
he
but
is.
almost a mark
That's his
taken, and
first.
there it is. Yeah, Ben Johnson, there's one down. Mark it down.
That's number 1. I've just marked it, boys.
One on the card.
Expect many more.
So he just goes short, just to the half-back flank there, and taking the mark was Paddy Bright. Dangerous last week, and as you mentioned, you expect him to be so
Benny
again
Kennedy.
today. So he's looking for Benny Kennedy. Just went over his head, and a good spoil there from Riley Hall. That was Stack getting involved, and now the hands come tight along the boundary line to Cuddill. Just sells a little bit of candy and runs into trouble. Threw it on the boot, and that was intercepted well by Wellington. He's going to go into the pocket. He's got on a one-on-one, and the free kick's been given. I'm not sure about that.
Ryan McKenzie's got it.
Yeah.
It was the old play for it, and it was a lucky one, I would have thought.
Yeah,
Too
definitely
fancy,
a little bit of pressure on him, and he just threw the arms back.
Tough kick this, though, against the with the wind pushing across him. He'll take a really good shot on goal from him.
I don't know how he can read the wind out there.
McKenzie, he knows it. He's kicked it beautifully,
Oh,
but see how much it swung? It was tough.
Swung late, didn't it?
I told you, but he slotted it.
He would have slotted them a lot when he ran out for training. So.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Very nice goal there. So for Ballerine Tyres, that's first blood of the Tigers. Is it? No, sorry.
No.
So it's one
Got
goal.
the Polkey one.
Yeah, correct. So 117 Grovedale, 117 Bell Park.
Just trying to be a little bit too fancy then, Cuddill.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
His second balk wasn't needed.
Yep. He just kept going too far back, and
Yep.
Grovedale players up behind the footy going, how good's this? He's just run straight to us.
So Smith and Vale up again. Smith's been over him so far, but Vale's got that one. Just flipped it back to Stack. Stack around the body. Should have been marked there from Circuit. Dropped what he should have taken, but he span out of trouble nicely. Umpire's blown a whistle. You know, that must have been the netties again. What is going on out there? As Tom Couch ends up with the footy anyway, he pumps it forward, and it's Michael Bright on the end of it.
Started well.
Playing in front, and he has started well. He kicks it inside on the right, looking for Polkey. He's against 3. He nearly marked it anyway. Bursting through there beautifully was Billy Henderson. Hit the pack at pace, but couldn't take the ball with him. Another opportunity here for Ian Alley. Tracks onto the footy. Grovedale holding strong at this stage, though, and it's just walked out there. And the umpire says, throw it in.
You thought Henderson was all over that, didn't you?
Yeah, well, he hit the pack at speed. I always like to see that. So Smith again doing all the ruck work early. This time it's Holmer over the top of him. And well played from Circuit there. Just got it clear, and Razga on it and got a nice lead going and took a really nice mark. So out from defence. On the back of this is going to be Erskine. He just dances around a couple. Kicks it in on the right. One-on-one here, McKenzie behind. He's given up front spot, and that's mark number 2, I think you find, isn't it?
Lynch.
No, it's Lynch. Chris Lynch playing down back.
Don't
worry, I'll try.
They don't really look similar, I wouldn't have thought.
I'll try and claim him. Don't worry.
So Lynch just came into the centre of the ground, found Ben Bookavars. He's got it at centre half back. Not a lot moving for him. He's going to have to go to a contest, you would have thought, in the end. No, he's going to find a target out wide, but just over Paddy Bright's head, and it's gone off hands and trying to run onto now. It's Benny Kennedy. It's time the boundary line, and he looks like he might just help it across in the end as it's taken by Riley Hall. So we'll have a throw in just forward to centre. Now commentary box side here for Bell Park. So thrown back into play. Homer was in good position, but Smith just floated out the back and got a little bit of a tap on it. It's gone towards half forward for Bell Park. A strong tackle laid. Now it's going to come out wide. Cuddill's going to gather it and just throw it on the left boot. He's going to try to get back to a dangerous position, but he shanked it out in the full. Right behind that light tower that's in a good position for us too.
Yeah.
So Grovedale to just rebound our defence here. Not sure who's got
Riley
it.
Hall.
I'm just guessing because it's behind that tower.
Riley Hall's got it. He's just kicked it up the line, looking for Razga. Nearly took the mark. Over the top of him was Bookavars, Christian. Ball's flipped out though. And out of bounds, just near the commentary position. Even start here, boys.
I reckon the intensity is just a little bit down. They're not... I don't know, the Bell Park I saw last week against Joey's, it's a lot different to this one, I'll tell you that.
Just feeling each other out.
Yeah, just...
So Homer and Smith. Smith, double tap, got it out. Well done. Kick forward though, and it's out of bounds on the full. That was Wellington. And the recipient, well, the free kick will be Christian Bookavars.
Umpire just calling him back around on his mark.
You got to love how they do that, don't you?
Yeah. I would have thought in that scenario they just go play on. Bad luck you've walked off it, so...
True.
Just going to throw it on the boot up towards centre wing. It's a 2-on-1 situation and floating across the front and taking a good mark.
Tim Delaney.
Not bad there. So once again, plenty of numbers forward to the footy here, and he's just going to go tight on the boundary line, and he's found... Well, leading up there was Ryan McKenzie. Just complaining about Henderson on the mark there. Umpire not interested, so McKenzie just throws on the boot. He's gone towards half forward flank. Raska went up, came off hands, got out the back there. Trying to get onto it was Young. Lynch was involved as well, and then Sheringham picks it up and goes for a bit of a run. The umpire calls advantage. It's brought back inboard, so that was Ben Jacobs involved and got the long handball out to Henderson on this wing and just goes short, further afield. It had to be good. It was a bit short, but it and eventually came back to him through the hands, and now the kick up forward, and it's found a target.
Graham.
So on the half-forward flank, Graham's got it. He's just looking back inboard. He's going towards centre half-forward position. He's got a number flying forward. That'll be Holmer. He's taken the mark at centre half-forward, about 45 out.
Bit of an unfair match up there. Holmer versus Deans in the air.
Now, both kicks we've seen, probably from this range so far, have struggled distance-wise.
As you said before, very little wind, but of course it always pushes across the ground here at Purdue, and there's definitely some up there. I wouldn't have thought it was favouring any end though today.
So his run-up takes him almost back to the centre of the ground here. That's just showing you how small this joint is. So he gets on the right boot. It's a bit of an up and under kick. It looked all right, but it just faded late, as you said. And 3 for a minor score, so on the Ballarat Tyres scoreboard, Bell Park 1-2-8, leading this one by a point over Grovedale.
You got plenty of that, Jim. He's kicked that from outside 50, and that's gone post height.
Slight breeze.
Massive kick. Massive kick. So Donahue for Grovedale, he'll clear this out. He just pumped that long, outside 50. He's got a couple of good targets there. Abbott was one of them, and there's a free kick here, though, and it's going to Bell Park. It's going to go to Holmer, who, based on his last kick, could nearly make it from there. He's about 70 out. The big fella. He does. He kicks long. It's a nice kick. It sets up his teammate here in Billy Henderson a little bit, but a really good mark from Harrison.
Probably need to have a bit more of an impact at the contest there, Henderson. He just hung out the back, didn't really want to fly
didn't go for it in the end, did he? So it was Donahue now clearing, and Holman's going to mark this again. He started the game really well here. Looks for the handball, had nothing on. Just went wide then. I think that was to Bright, and now I reckon this is Ian Alley perhaps, who's come in. It was Ian Alley who just come in and blazed away and missed to the right-hand side of the stick again. So Bell Park having plenty of scoring opportunities here. They move to a 2-point lead for the Ballerine Tyres
scoreboard.
Milky's left us high and dry with no notes again today for the sponsors.
At least this time, remember early in the year when he gave us last year's team lists?
Yeah, correct.
That really messed us up that day.
Halfway through the first, St Joseph's are 6 points, Colac 7. And Newtown have kicked 5 goals to Lara yet to score. Leopold in front by 2 points, and St Mary's lead by a couple of goals over North Shore, with South Barwon a couple of goals up over St Albans.
Who'd you pick out of North Shore, St Mary's, Ian?
North Shore.
Excellent. Donahue kicks out again, nice and long, but only one person had eyes for the footy, and that was Bright. Bright wheels back and finds his teammate in Cuddill further afield.
A lot of shots from this position, Bell Park.
I wouldn't mind Sam trying to lower the ice from here and just find a shorter target.
A little tighter, a little closer. Long points, not the answer.
Whereas at the moment, they're just all happy as if they're within 50, just go for it.
Cuthill, not known for his disposal. It's not his strength.
They've all kicked to the same spot.
He's kicked to the right, a metre out.
Holman's the only one that's really got it to carry the line. But yeah, as you said, they've all sort of drifted to that side.
So Jackson Bright's got the last couple of long kicks in his from Buck Donahue. I'd like to see him maybe go somewhere else. There's Bright and the outer side there. You watch. I reckon he's going to go to the same spot again.
Are they wasting their chances? 1-4 Bell Park, 1-1 Grovedale.
All kickable.
I reckon they are. Well, they're killing my outlandish statement that they'd be up by 4 goals. They've had the opportunities.
Still might be, but
And there'll be plenty of time left.
Long breaking
getting
play.
the opportunity. So Donahue is just going to go short up the centre. It's a dangerous kick. He found Stanley.
Just
50 metres here.
50 metres 2. I think a couple of players there. Couch might have been one of them. Just getting a bit
Too
close.
close.
Yeah. I was about to say it wasn't the longest 50, but I reckon they got about right in the end. So Stanley, the centre of the ground now. Useful 50 that one. He'll look to go inside forward 50. Instead, he just goes short. Good kick. Found Sam Kelly on the lead. He wants to keep going inboard as well. No, instead he switches it out wide. He's got Abbott. Abbott's played on. So, it's a real ordinary kick. It's just grabbed along the ground in the forward 50, and Bale Parker worked out for them. Well, Lynch though, he had the ball. Good pressure on him, and he's been pinholing the ball. There, that's Deans, yeah, your man. Well, just goes deep inside the forward 50 and hits up Donahue. That was really good there.
You can mark this down.
I was about to say the same thing, Tonks. Put that in your book right now.
In your book.
I've told the story before, but once at interleague training, he had 50 shots at goal from 40 metres out directly in front and kicked 50.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can put it in your book now because they're going to give him 50.
He's just got 50.
Well,
someone run through the mark.
Oh, please.
Thinking.
He's pointing to something. He's pointing to the scoreboard, surely not.
What, the umpire did?
No.
The runner maybe, or I don't know.
Gave someone a bit of a point.
Right.
Or maybe he was asked who gave the 50. Anyway, kicks the goal.
Well done, Adam Donahue. And both sides transitioning the footy pretty well at times.
Great tackle then from Speedy Deans.
Yeah.
Did the tackle, good pass to Donahue.
Yeah, it was on Chris Lynch. Look, he probably had claims to say he kicked it. Might have come off the knee maybe, but certainly made contact with his leg.
Holding the ball well.
Holding the footy?
Holding the footy. Reward the tackler.
Righto, fair enough. Don't worry about the man making the play, getting the footy.
He got the handball and he had all the chance to get rid of it. Didn't.
Who's left the phone on? That's just ridiculous.
No. Can't be doing that.
Righto, so we'll reset play here. It's 3 points for Ballerine Tigers in favour of the Grovedale Tigers now. Zach Smith just got a little backhand on that somehow. Both players missed the footy, really. Dean's got it out to his teammate there in Cheetahs. Cheetahs got it further afield, but they're not going anywhere. It was well done by Bell Park. I haven't even seen who's at the bottom of that, but it'd be Cuddill for sure, I reckon. No, it might have been Tyler Stack down there. So there they go at it again. Off hands, well tackled there. Collard was the Bell Park player. A few appeals for holding the footy, but
Dean's actually playing well
never
early.
on. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Always at the bottom of the pack. Vale comprehensively wins this one down. Goes down only as far as Lee Ellis, though, for Grovedale. Gets it across to Deans, but the ball's been said it's out of bounds on the outer side.
Yeah, just playing things a little bit too close to the line.
Umpire says we'll throw it in.
So Vale once again doing the ruck work against Smith. I think it's worked so far for Grovedale, that change. Smith into the ruck instead of Abbott. So Vale just getting the tap down. Really went to no one at ground level though. They eventually got the clearing kick away just towards centre half forward. It's a bit of a rush kick. Grovedale got the numbers out the back. Good pressure from the Bell Park forwards just trying to lock it in there. Scouting the pack there was Ian Alley, and it's been locked up.
Holding the ball.
Holding the ball. So the other way at Grovedale. So flicking it out the back there was Hall. Now the kick can come wider still, and taking the mark there was Cheetahs. So you go for a little bit of a run. Handballs it off. Now they're going to chip it out towards their commentary position. The mark taken by Jacob Dale. So he's just going to go short again, and he's just kicked it straight to Vale, who's just dropped one he should have taken. Handball it back to Sheringham. Stone on the left, a bit of an up and under kick. It didn't look great. It'll stay in the field of play. The fist there from Dale wasn't a great one. Over the top of it now is Patton for Bell Park. He's been wrapped up, and I reckon the umpire might pin him if he can't get out. He got it out eventually. Vale couldn't cleanly take it, but Rounds got it and threw it on the boot and got it going forward. Well, there's to the favour, a couple of Grovedale players there, one of them being Gubbins. They've chased it out wide. Polkey's trying to put some pressure on, but they can bring it up towards the wing wall.
Yeah, umpire's blowing the whistle. It's a mark. It's Erskine. He's played a long way out from goal today, Erskine.
Centre half forward he's playing.
Yeah, well, I reckon he's been 80 to 100 metres out every time he's got it.
On the wing.
He started reasonably well, though, but I'd like to see him deeper than that. He just pumps up the line, and it's a lot of Bell Park potency in the air here, and they're eventually going to get it. It's Lynch just flips a little handball out to Bookavars. Bookavars gets it through the middle, and it's well played. Ian Alley just dishes off a nice handball there, and there's a good build up here to Rounds.
One-on-one.
Rounds one-on-one. Polkey. Well done there, Harrison.
Good effort.
Got the ball, got a handball out to his teammate and Delaney. He was under a lot of pressure. He did really, really well on that occasion. So Williams, he's going to accept it inside. He just, little dinky kick. He missed his teammate here. Puts him under a little bit of pressure, was Ford. That pole's right my way, but someone's got it out there. It goes eventually with Cheetahs. He was in a lot of trouble. There was a no-looker. It was well played. He gets on a hand again, but the pressure from Bell Park is immense. Tyler Stack ends up laying a nice tackle on Cheetahs, and the umpire says he had no opportunity, and he'll ball it up. But good little bit of intensity there, boys.
I think Grovedale will be happy to be in front here. A lot of the play's been half-forward line for Bell Park.
Absolutely it has.
And the defence held up strong. So Vale got the tap. Grovedale, though, they tried to get a clean kick out there. Hand on it, stopped it from going far. Cuddill's going to try to gather it on 50. Strong tackle on him. He tries to shrug it. He spun around the full 360. No holding the ball given as he gets a quick kick going forward. Polkey was coming out at it. Grovedale got the numbers and a free kick paid, yep.
Line up for his second.
He's going to get his second. He's
just well on his fingers up.
Well on his way to that handful. The Tonks are predicted.
I think that handful's that's blown out to 7 minimum that he requires.
I actually don't think that was an outlandish statement.
No, I'm going to check his average goals per match, and I reckon you'll find it's about 4.5.
A lot of goals.
Well, hang on, I'm just going to check the record. Actually, I need the net.
How many did he kick last week?
So he's
had a quiet week.
He's kicked 55 goals, and he started in about round 5, I reckon.
How many kicked last week?
That's about 4.5 average, and he hasn't made any mistake here.
And that's his second, and Bell Park, and probably rightfully so, regain the lead here. They move on to 2-4-16, Grovedale 2-1-13, and that is for Ballerine Tyres.
Yep.
They've had a lot of the play. I reckon they'd want to be further in front.
Is that Grovedale?
No,
Or saying Bell Park.
Bell
Park, I was going to say.
Look, we didn't take the inside 50s, but they would be heavily weighted to Bell Park at the moment.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
And I think it's got a lot to do with how well their half-backs have played as well. They've really just given Grovedale nothing in that area of the ground.
Yeah, we talked about them pre-game. They are good. Vale, and great dish, and I'll tell you what, Cuddle was being held onto before he even grabbed it, but it went into his pocket anyway, which was beautiful. He dished it off to Sheringham, who's also started the game well for mine.
Here he is.
He's got it to Polkey. Polkey just flicks around. He just missed the target, though, disappointingly. Bright picks up the footy, though. That's Michael, and I'll tell you what, he has slotted it. That is a ripper on the left.
He's fruit market.
That is
contender, good old-fashioned service.
Absolutely. Nice build-up, too. Just Polkey missed the target, but Michael Bright, wow.
He's actually had not a bad quarter.
He's had a really nice quarter. And that was outstanding. That time he judged the breeze. I reckon he stuck it over the left goalpost and it just come back beautifully for him.
And all of a sudden they're just getting that reward for the
often happens
for the massive
the
inside
quarter.
50s, yeah. That's it. The team that's been defending all quarter just starts to tire a little bit late.
Spot on, Jim. Spot on. So quickly for the Ballerine Tyres, that's now 3-4-22. They're 9 points in front of Grovedale, 2-1-13. Is up they go again. Vale, a double-hander. Again, they're starting to take control in the middle. It's Cuddle again. He needed to get rid of that because he had Couch on his outside. He couldn't. And the umpire has left it a long time, and he's going to ping him, I reckon.
Oh, he thought about it, didn't he? He just hung out the back there, and it was almost as though he saw another set of hands on it and thought, actually, I might ball this one up.
You could have put Abbott in for the last 5 minutes, I reckon.
Yeah, I think you're right there. He may be injured.
Stem a little bit, so Cuddill gets the clearing kick out of there. It's got Polky underneath. It tries to take it with the one juke. I would have thought there was a hole in the man there. Wasn't paid at ground level. Grovedale defending for dear life down there at the moment.
So quickly, boys, Holmer's now gone down forward, so Harrison's gone to him. So then the undersized Riley Hall's having to take Polky, which is
a dangerous matchup.
Yeah, so Bell Park would be really probably pretty happy down there at the moment.
So the rucks, Smith came late and got the tap, and Grovedale, they're trying to work it out the far side there. Tapping it along there was Dale. Finch going to come back to him, and he'll get on that left boot and just spear it up the wing, but its kick wasn't a great one. It was straight to Harry Smith, who was able to cut that one off. Pushing quickly back off the mark now. So he's got on centre wing. Bell Park, they're trying to just put on some scoreboard pressure late in this term. It's a long kick towards a half-forward flank. Front position there almost resulted in a mark. Rounds tries to gather, and he does, and he's wrapped up quickly. Has a huge tackle, and he smashed into the ground. And
Erskine
pinned behind the ball. Erskine, as we pointed out a few times, playing a long way up the ground there. Probably not the spot they want to.
Got all his possessions in the wing half-back.
And probably the wrong side of centre for Grovedale, you would have thought.
Spot on. Get him deeper, boys. Get him deeper. So Erskine just kicks it up the line. A flat kick, looking for a teammate. Couldn't quite find him. That was Jacob Dale. Comes off hands, though. Bell Park are going to end up with his footy. It's Tom Couch. Gets a handball out. Nicely played. The build-up's really good here. Ends up in the Bookova's hands. He kicked it long. Polky fighting hard for it. Kicks it out to Graham. Just flips it out. He might have got one high. Appealing for it, Bell Park players, but
another hold in the ball.
Tonks is calling holding the ball, and the umpire says, I agree.
They're holding it today.
And Grovedale's going to get that. I couldn't see that one for mine. I would have said ball it up.
He had a chance to get rid of it, and he didn't get rid of it. Got tackled.
So it's Riley Hall. Resolute in defence so far. Just a shocking right foot kick. Couch just gets it over nicely to Ian Alley, and they say, cheers. That was dreadful play.
Very, very ordinary.
Made the effort to get the tackle, then just does a kick like that. Cross ground.
Yeah, from a reasonably highly skilled player, Riley Hall, that was disappointing, and that's the goal that Grovedale did not want. And this game's actually looking ominous. I tipped Grovedale early, but it's being well beaten at the moment.
Starting to look like the Bell Park that played against Joey's last week. Just
had
slowly getting there, yes. Last week they had that run going. They were linking up so well going inside forward 50, and when they were inside forward 50, they just had options everywhere, and they were spreading the goal kickers as well. What we're starting to see.
Colac 7.
Yeah, so 15 points quickly the margin here. Tonks for the Gateway.
So Joey's 8, Colac 7, and Leopold beating Geelong West by 14. And
how about North Shore?
North Shore are down by 15 to St Mary's. South Bowen up still by a couple of goals.
So the umpire just
Newtown
having
up by 50
someone.
points already.
Ooh. So it's thrown up in the centre of the ground. Abbott just getting into the ruck now. Probably a little bit too late in the quarter, I would have thought. Dean's with his head over it. Tries to get the handball out, but the pressure from Bell Park is immense in there at the moment, and Couch has just found a little bit of space, gets on the right boot, and he's got a lead in the pocket. He couldn't hit him. Jackson Bright was on the lead, and now it's time the Benjamin will eventually go over in the pocket.
Really should have hit him there.
Yeah, disappointing miss. Jackson Bright was on a really nice lead there. He had a good 5 metres on his opponent.
It didn't really need to be that speared low kick in the end, didn't it?
I definitely think they brought Abbott in a couple of minutes too late there.
Oh, 100%.
They should have brought him in 12.
It's easy to coach from the commentary box, though. Let's be honest. It's a spinning ball. In we come. The ruck work was done over the top from Kennedy. The umpire said someone's been infringed with here, though, and it was Abbott for Grovedale. So Abbott gives it across to Gubbins. Gubbins along the outer side finds Razga, who's led up, taking his second mark for the quarter.
Yeah, juggled it over the line there.
Oh, the old juggle over the line. I'll throw it in.
Correct.
Yeah, very good call there. He had about 3 bites at it before he took it cleanly.
Just about quarter time here.
So thrown back into play. Holmer at the front position. He just gives a little bit of a tap forward for his side. And Bell Park, they've got numbers. They flick it out the back. That was a good little tap from Patton. Got the ball moving forward. And Couch with it. It's a right foot boomerang towards the square. And, well, Polky was calling for a free kick, but it went through for a minor score and he didn't get it.
I'll tell you what, he was manhandled from Riley Hall and he could have easily got one.
Could have easily been lining up for his third of the afternoon. But in the meantime, Donohue's got the ball he plays on and
free.
Well, Freebert's advantage, and he runs all the way to the half-back flank and just chips over the top. He's looking for Circuit. It wasn't a great kick, but they had the numbers, Grovedale, so they can still work it out. It's come back to Donohue. He's just kept going. He's gone almost to the half-forward flank, gets on the left boot. I reckon he's pretty tight by the time he got there. The kick wasn't great, and Lynch is involved, and Bukavar's there as well. Lynch gets it back. Bukavar's, though, was bitten for holding the ball. Good decision.
Jeez, he was hot on it again, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's hot on that one then.
He absolutely is.
That was against, I think that was Christian Bukavar's, yeah. Which I just don't think he disposed of it cleanly. He probably didn't have much opportunity, but didn't really get a hand on it.
I'm pretty sure he handballed it myself, but
that one was pretty hot. That one was pretty hot. That one. But they're calling them.
Yeah, they're consistent. Yeah. That's all you can ask for, isn't it? That's all we can ask for. So, lining up for goal is Wellington, and Wellington has missed to the left-hand side again.
Not the best kick.
Most of the scores have missed to that outer side. So, ball's rebounded very, very quickly from Bell Park, and it's Chris Lynch who's got it. His defensive side, 40 metres out from Grovedale's goal.
Didn't play last week.
He just props. Kicks a little dinky one nicely to Graham. Plenty of it early. Graham, another really nice kick in there to cut it. To Ian Alley. Ian Alley wheels around. And that's that dangerous kick in the centre that you talked about before, Jim, and it's going to come off again, I reckon.
Poor kick.
Tyler Stack got it in quickly. It was a bit of an up and under, though. Wasn't great. Didn't give his teammate much of a chance, but Polkey's got onto it as he does. He's clean in the air and clean with the hands. Stack got bundled off it by his opponent there. And Jared Young for Grovedale is just going to see this ball up.
Gave it back to Stack. Stack gave it high to Polkey then, so Polkey goes, here you go, have it.
Have it straight back at you. Go fetch that one.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ball up. About 70 out from the Bell Park goal late in this first term. Both rucks failed to get a hand on it, and they can eventually get the kick going for Bell Park, but to a contest, and there's a sign for quarter time. Thanks Ballerine Tyres. Bell Park leading this one 4-5-29 to Grovedale's 2-2-14.
So an entertaining first quarter out here at Birdoo Reserve. I think we'll take a break pretty much straight away, and then we'll recap the first quarter. We'll go around the grounds, and we'll hang some more stuff on Milky. Kicks Country Footy, FM 89.3.
This is the GFL Game of the Week, thanks to Ballerine Tyres and Blood Toyota on 89.3 Kicks Country Footy.
There's a great feeling about the raw energy you get at a local footy match. Some days you can pull your car up to the ground, sit on the bonnet and cheer from the sidelines. Some days the weather doesn't play ball, so you retreat inside your car, heater on, wipers on. Through the years, Blood Toyota have been right there on the sidelines with you, with the full league of Toyota vehicles. When you need a car, see the team at Blood Toyota, proud supporters of the GFL for more than 20 years.
Oi! 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 GHD! 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 Oi!
Geelong, Harley Davidson, 506 to 508 Latrobe Boulevard.
Oi! Oi! Oi!
Ballerine Tyre Plus in Geelong is your one-stop shop for everything tyres. All the big brand tyres and your Michelin and BF Goodrich specialists. See Ballerine Tyre Plus for a tyre and wheel package just for your vehicle. Drive a four-wheel drive or custom car? Ballerine Tyre Plus has a wide range of these tyres and rims and specialise in alignments and balancing. Check out their BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres, plus trailer, trolley, even wheelbarrow tyres. Ballerine Tyre Plus Geelong. Sensational service with all your tyre and wheel solutions. 33 Ballerine Street. Book in on 5229 9282.
I need an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Have it all at the Gateway Hotel.
Lunch 12 to 2:30 every day. Dinner from 5:30 p.m.
Have it all at the Gateway Hotel.
Great prices.
Adults from $22, kids 6 to 12 from $10, 2 to 5 from $5, and kids under 2 are free.
A family meal deal?
Yep, 2 adults and up to 3 kids for $55.
And what about for mum and dad?
Seniors lunch special Monday through Wednesday for just $13.
I can have it all.
Yes, you can. The Gateway Hotel, Princes Highway, Corio.
Local football supporters, you support your team and we support you. At 40 Winks Geelong, we support you with the best range of supportive mattresses around. We know that without proper support and a great night's sleep, you can't support your local team all day long. Lee and the team at 40 Winks Geelong will support you with a 20% discount to local club members when you show your membership card. Supporting local football for 27 years. 40 Winks Geelong, corner Jerringham and McKillop Street, next to Rebel Sport. We won't rest until you do.
For GJ Gardner-Holmes, you're listening to the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Country Footy.
Yes, thank you, GJ Gardner-Holmes, for your support week in, week out. Locally built, locally owned.
We're one short.
We are one short in the box here.
Not sure what's going on here. Tonks rolls in for a one-off occasion and he's just disappeared, hasn't he?
Been very quiet so far too, I must say, Jim.
One quarter was enough for him. He's gone home.
He spat the dummy. I think it might have been something you said. Not sure.
Yeah, who knows?
But an entertaining start out here at Burdu Reserve. It was Grovedale who Bell Park probably dominated the quarter, but Grovedale got the score on the board early. They were leading 2-1 at one stage, probably against the flow of play. In the end, though, the Dragons...
they look dangerous, don't they?
They do, and they hit their straps, and they end up 4-5-29, leading Grovedale 2-2-14, so 15-point margin. Do you want to go through the goal kickers firstly, mate?
Yeah, goal kickers. We'll do Grovedale first, just the two for them. Singles to Ryan McKenzie and Donahue, who benefited from a 50-metre penalty. He was going to kick it from 25 anyway. Then on the other side of the score sheet, Bell Park, singles to Ian Alley and Michael Bright, 2 to Polkey on his way to the half a dozen and Tonks. He's just taking phone calls. I don't know about you, but usually we just put the phone on silent and away we go. But he's just snuck out the back. But I reckon this game could turn ugly if Bell Park just start lowering the eyes a bit more, going inside forward 50 there. They've taken a lot of shots from around the edge of the arc, and I reckon if they can get a little bit closer to goal, they're going to start peppering the scoreboard, and it could blow out rapidly because I think they've got Grovedale covered in the middle of the ground. I think with some of the quality they got in there, but if they can just start using their disposal a bit better, it could turn ugly quickly.
Yeah, no, you're certainly right so far. As you know, games can change pretty quickly, though.
Exactly.
But you're right, it's the midfield at the moment that's doing the damage for mine. I thought Tom Couch was outstanding that quarter.
Yep.
I thought Mitch Cuthill was really, really good as well. And Louis Holmer, for me, is a really underrated player, and I thought he was right on top in the ruck against Zach Smith and taking marks around the ground as well. And in direct contrast, unfortunately for Grovedale, Jared Young, the games I've seen so far since he's been back, he's been nowhere near at his best or back to where he was. And Ryan McKenzie, of course, who's been injured as well, missed the last month. He started forward and just had a little bit of time in the middle, but he's a fair way off it as well, I would have thought.
Yeah, so...
so I was just also Nathan Deans, who was good in there.
Yep.
But so far, the Bell Park midfield, no doubt, is right on top. Interesting, Zach Smith will start in the middle again in the second quarter.
Still not sure about that one.
Yeah, well, I think there's got to be an injury. Like Ryan Abbott so far had 5 minutes game time in the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
Rest of the time started up forward, so there's got to be an injury there, I'd say.
And it's a bit of an interesting setup, hasn't it? Ryan Abbott's probably played deeper and they've pushed Erskine up the field, which
isn't working either, is it?
It's not working. Erskine's he's probably had 4 or 5 touches, but they've all been the wrong side of the centre.
Yeah, and look, when the ball's been in his area, he's actually been pretty good, but he's not in dangerous space. Bell Park would be licking their lips seeing how far out from goal he is.
I actually don't mind it, and I've got the feeling if he's not injured, he might have just been saying, let's just test it for a little bit longer than 15 minutes. I just think it was 5 minutes too late in the first, but I don't mind going back to it again because it's obviously it might be a plan.
I'm okay with it if Erskine stays down there with him.
Okay.
And the plan's not working.
Yeah, I don't think you can...
Still early, though.
You can't push Erskine up the field.
4
like
goals to 2.
It's early, but I know myself, I'm an opposition coach, and Jordan Erskine is deep. You're a little bit scared.
You're nervous,
You're not nervous when he's at 100 metres.
I just meant Abbott forward.
Absolutely.
I'm not necessarily meaning the Erskine part.
Okay, gotcha.
I was going to say with Erskine, you'd be wrapped if you had 10 marks and they were all up the ground, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
By the way, 20 St Joseph's, Colac 8.
For the Gateway, thank you. As up the ball flies again. Start the second quarter. It was Zach Smith with a nice little tip-off there to his teammate, but he's put under immediate pressure with Speedy Deans. Tackled, of course, by Tom Couch. And ball gets restarted once again. Up it goes. This time for Grovedale, it was Lee Ellis who got his hands on the footy, but immediately swamped again by a couple of Bell Park players, including Patrick Bright. And we'll have another throw in. Where's the wings here? It's too many players congested in the centre.
Everyone's at the footy, aren't they?
That's why it's going nowhere. But eventually it was cleared out from Grovedale. It was Lee Ellis who just got a little dinky kick forward. It was Razga who slippery little handball to Deans. Deans gets it further afield in nicely to Lee Ellis. And Ellis has got the hands up very early, and rightfully so.
Really good play. from Rasga.
Great team build up there. It was Lee Ellis who did the damage in the end, but look, I reckon that's a little bit of a surely. I'm just trying
a little bit of East Fruit Market.
A little bit of East Fruit Market team goal action there. No.
Oh, not bad. We can write it down.
Deans gave it to Ellis here.
Yes, he did.
And then it went down via Rasga, and then Deans gives it to Ellis again.
Yeah.
It's good follow up, isn't it? They worked hard.
Very nice play from the Tigers. Very nice.
That's what they needed early to start this one in the second term, just to get a little bit of run on. So back in the centre of the ground, Smith flew early and Couch was able to get the clearance, flying forward. He had him out of the lead, but going back with courage. That's a bit of Palais bingo by Jingo. It's bingo.
That is a
Buck
great
Donahue. That was
sensational
outstanding
stuff. So he goes straight up the wing, found a target with a spearing kick. Sam Kelly was able to take that one.
Now, while there's a bit of a break here, I will criticise Michael Bright then, and I do love Michael Bright, but he should have punished Donahue then, and he gave way to him.
In the air, didn't he? Yeah.
Absolutely.
He just sort of held back and said, you can have this one, mate. He should have really smashed him in the air. And if he didn't mark it, still flatten him, really.
Correct. So Patrick Bright's got it. He gives it across to Cuddill. Cuddill just hooks it round the corner on the right to no one in particular, and Ford's going to say, thank you very much for that. And he's going to pump down the line to Rasga. Grovedale's got some real intensity going here. It's that man, Ellis, again. Gets it into the centre of the ground, and it's Stanley. Stanley stops props. He goes. He spots a target. He likes it. It's McKenzie. He had his man under the footy nicely, but he couldn't get the ball
if anything,
in the end.
the wind's going slightly that side, and they're kicking to that pocket.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you kick it top of the square?
Yeah, that was a poor kick. However, McKenzie, once again, I reckon he's a bit scratchy because he had best body position and he just pushed his man under the footy and misjudged it.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Yep. So thrown back into play. Vale's got good position there. Gets a tap down. Cuddill was involved. It's coming towards dangerous position here for Bell Park. Grovedale can get numbers. Should be able to work it out, but it's been held up quickly. And once again, we'll see a ball up. So it's about 30 out directly in front. Grovedale's attacking end of the ground here. So Vale will do the ruck work against Abbott, who just looks after it when it goes inside 50. Vale, though, got the body position, got the front position, and would have thought that's a leg there, but lucky to get away with that one, and once again, another ball up.
Oh, I thought that was a goal-saving tackle then from Cuddill.
Yeah.
It was Speedy Deans who was running, streaming towards goal. And he
bit of a dive.
Laid a nice tackle. It might have slipped a little bit low towards the end. I agree.
So Abbott and Vale got the tap, and now was the roving from
Grovedale.
Wasn't bad. And
great roving.
What a start to the term here for Grovedale.
That's a cracker, and I'm writing that one down too.
Yeah, he's Fruit Market.
Sharked off the pack.
We're getting some contenders for the two of them today, aren't we? And on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, Grovedale have hit back quickly. They got a 4-2-26, trailing Bell Park 4-5-29.
Oh, now listen, you can't buy experience, but I thought you might have gone off a little bit early there, Jim, about the maybe this one could be a blowout. I just thought I knew Grovedale would lunge straight back into this.
Oh, I did. May have said blowout.
He said.
Oh, I said.
He didn't say blowout. He said it was looking towards it.
A couple of things. If they started to change, it could be a blowout quickly.
I'll give you a blowout. Newtown 65, Lara 1.
Oh, wow.
That a quarter time?
Just after.
So Smith got the footy down, but Couch again runs on the footy.
That's on the ball.
He's beautifully tackled, and yes, holding the ball. Deans, well played, gets it across to Stanley. Stanley sees a target out wide, and it's Young. Young's got a lot of space on his man, but it just bounces past him to Kelly. Sam wheels back onto the left foot, dangerously inboard, nicely done, but no, streaming out from the back line there, beautifully done was Kennedy. And he kicks it into the centre of the ground. Deans will get another two high here, I reckon.
Yeah.
He does. That's his 1,000,001th for his career.
He's playing a good game, Deans, at the moment.
He is playing a really good game. You don't see him play too many bad ones, mind you. He just kicks sideways there to Cheetahs. Oh, nicely done, Stanley. Good body work, but Patrick Bright was up to it. He was really up to it and beautifully kicked to Michael Bright. Gave him every chance. Bright on the right this time. Who knows what foot he is. Gets it further afield there towards Jason Graham. He's just been led for the footy a little bit here by Ford, and Ford will paddle it to the boundary line. Well played. Out of bounds.
Bell Park, they really need a steadier here, don't they? Just against the flow of the play at the moment.
Yeah, it's all Grovedale this quarter so far.
So we've thrown in on the half-forward flank for Bell Park. They look just to get their first attacking movement going. Holmer was underneath, and that was Corbell out the back there, just trying to clear it for Grovedale, and eventually a little bit of a sock kick off the ground. The hands, they're trying to get it out there. Grovedale had a free man in Alice, but that Couch has been done for holding the footy again. Just a little bit slow.
Just think if you're going to go third man up, as Corbell did, then you'd want to hit the ball.
yeah.
Your man will be somewhere.
Yeah, so Grovedale looking for Razgar, one-on-one. He competed well, but Cuddill ended up with it. He's had plenty of the footy today. Gets on the left boot. He goes towards the centre forward position. Went to a one-on-one, and Donohue's just going to gather the ball out the back and go for a little bit of a run. He wanted to use the corridor, but instead he just pushes it out wide. Johnson was there to put pressure on Erskine. He takes another mark. Once again, wrong side of the centre. So he gets on the right boot, and he's just giving that a fair whack. And he had Razgar deep. It was good work from Booker Vars, but now it's come back to Razgar. He sells a little bit of Ken. He tried to sidestep and then throw the handball back in board. Circuit's got it there. He's just running the wrong way. Handball's back to Young. It was at his ankles. He had to make him do a bit of work, and then he eventually gives off to Razgar, who flicks it out further again. Now the kick just to the dangerous hot spot position. The fly.
No, free kick against Sam Kelly.
He flew a bit too early, didn't he, and got nowhere near the footy. So
it was a bit crazy because his teammate took a cracking grab. Not sure who that was. Caldwell, was it? Who can take overhead marks.
So Rounds with the ball in hand, just on the half-back line of Bell Park. He's looking to switch the play, and he does. Is that Henderson out from the far side there?
Might be Jackson Bright, is it?
Jackson Bright, sorry.
Yep.
So he goes further afield. He's got Patton. He's just going to mark and run. He had plenty of it last week, and then he just lowers the eyes and goes short. He was looking for Michael Bright, but it went over the back, and Grovedale once again, they've got numbers coming out off the half-back flank.
Yeah, nicely worked there, and they're going to eventually find this out to Caldwell. Caldwell it bounces, but he loses the handle on it. He then has to kick around the corner on his right foot, but Razgar's the man in front. Well played. He is lively. He's 70 out, looking to move the ball quickly. He does so now. A nice-looking kick, but, well done, Mackenzie. Just got rid of his opponent, and he wheeled around on the left, and he slotted a beauty.
You've got very much a liking for this Ryan Mackenzie, Wally.
Grovedale are hot.
Bit of man love there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
I said blowout. I did mean Grovedale.
Without Ryan Mackenzie, Grovedale could not possibly win the premiership. With him, they are some sort of chance. He is their most important player in mine.
Well, they're 5-2 now, Grovedale 32, and they now hit the front against Bell Park 4-5-29, and Mackenzie's got 2.
Now, I've just written Mackenzie's name down in the book. So far, for the East Fruit Market goal of the day, I have Alice, Dale and Mackenzie all in the second quarter.
And I've got Bright from the first quarter.
3 cracking goals from Grovedale.
Yeah.
And this game has just been turned on its head. The scoreboard for Blood Toyota is Grovedale now 5-2-32, leading Bell Park 4-5-29. And you'd have to say Bell Park's dominated the game for 65% so far.
They didn't do enough with it in the first quarter.
Yeah,
no,
they should have hit the scoreboard more early.
St Joseph's 28 and Colac 14.
For the Gateway.
So Vale went up in the centre and just blocked Zach Smith out of the ruck contest, who wins a free kick. Yeah, Dean's wanting the handball around the back, but eventually just gets on the boot, going towards our forward flank. They had a mark there, didn't get it, and at Grovedale, Bell Park had the numbers, getting involved with Sheringham, who gave it off, and now the kick up the wing, looking for Ben Kennedy. Bam Geelong will beat him, though, and we'll have a throw in right in front of the interchange gates down there for Grovedale.
It was well done from Booker Vars, just clearing in at a half-back. He good around the footy, showed some intensity there.
Corbell's in the ruck against Vale.
Yeah, so no doubt Abbott's injured, 100%.
Yeah.
So Couch third holding the ball this quarter against him. Umpire calls play on advantage. Erskine, 100 metres out again. Kicks it long into the forward line, looking for Mackenzie. Mackenzie was strong, got rid of his opponent, but it was well done by Neelis in the end. Got a good fist on the footy, and the ball's at ground level is just going to be wrapped up. Stacks on the mill. Going nowhere.
Mackenzie's just thinking, when are you boys going to look after me and give me a kick that favours him? And well, everyone's gone to him. It's just been coming straight down on his head and giving the Bell Park defenders a heap of time to get in there with the spoil.
Oh, it was a free kick behind the contest
Grovedale.
here. It was accidental. I can't believe this. So it's going to be Erskine who's going to get the footy. And I'll tell you what happened. So Holmer had his arms out, and Erskine's just ran through it himself and got it too high.
Look where it is too, 30 metres out. So that's that 10 metres closer than when they've all been missing.
From where, Bell Park missed at the same end, wasn't it?
So he's actually gone close. He's come back further than Rodney Hogg.
I hate to be critical on umpires, but it's just that common sense stuff, you know? Like, someone runs into someone else's arm. You know what? Play on. Erskine, deliberate approach. It's a nice slot.
That left to right.
He's kicked a few of those at this venue before. And that is through. And the Tigers are completely dominating this quarter.
They've kicked 4 goals to zip.
And I'd have to say inside 50s for Bell Park, maybe 2 maximum. So completely turned on its head. So Grovedale 6-2-38, 9 points in front of Bell Park now for Ballerine Tyres.
Round the grounds for the Gateway, we've got South Barn 36 and Albans 18. North Shore trailing St Mary's by 2 points. Leopold winning by 7 points over Geelong West St Peters.
I told you that'd be tight.
And St Joseph's up by 14 points over Colac. And Newtown at the moment are 72 and Lara have scored 1 point.
Wow.
It's a little bit of a smashing.
Meanwhile,
Grovedale have Lara in the last round. Is that correct? Yes, they do.
So it's a big one for them today, isn't it? Imagine.
Well, they're basically locked in a top 3 if they win today, so it's huge. Holmer, a great dish to Cuthill. That was razzle-dazzle out of the centre. That was beautiful stuff. Gets it inside 50 for about the third time only. Gubbins, though, just clears the footy with a high up and under for Grovedale.
Good carriage by both players there.
Yeah, terrific contest. Tyler Stack in the end ends up with it. Gets it across to Sheringham. Sheringham at cross goal, beautifully kicked. A nice way to kick for Billy Henderson.
Could have gone to Holmer and still might.
Still going to go there.
Pretty lively, Henderson. And Holmer, he's 50 out. And I'll tell you what, I'll say it again, based on his first kick.
Too far.
He's within range here.
Kick it towards those right-hand side points.
He'd have to go real on the far right, wouldn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. I reckon just the right goalpost.
Is that far enough?
I reckon go the boundary umpire on the point post.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon you go fair way.
Comes a fair way.
Well, you've kicked a few here, Tonks. You would know.
Not from this distance.
Holmer, deliberate approach. He started it straight out the middle, which is ridiculous.
Oh.
Flying for the mark there and nearly taking a good one was Kennedy, but it was spoiled away in the end. And umpire says we'll throw it in about 10 metres out from the...
Good result this for Bell Park. Grovedale had the numbers there and they just got the throw in deep inside their forward 50. So Caldwell got a good position there. Got 2 mitts on it and just brought it down. Cuthill, though, was there roving it and swung back on the right boot and he's pushed it across the face and trying to take the mark. There was that Polky underneath. He couldn't quite hold it. Out the back's Henderson. He gives her hands off and they're trying to get away. Big hit there. Ian Alley was smashed in the contest. And there's Deans, gets the hands over the top. And Grovedale try to get a little bit of run out there now. It's just going to dribble along the boundary line. Gone the deliberate one, trying to get it over the line. Rounds was there to Gavitt, though. Gave it to Henderson, who's had a bit of it today. He tried to take on a man and, well, he was just dropping the footy in the end.
Lee Ellis had a good quarter.
Yeah, he has.
He just tackled him then.
Just looking at Luke Rounds, he's lost a lot of hair since last time I saw him. Really trimmed up. Kick down the line. It's Ryan Abbott, who nothing looks too much wrong with him there. He takes a fine mark. He's about 85 out. He kicks it inside 50, looking for McKenzie, who's got 2 to beat. Nearly took the mark. Sheringham at ground level for Bell Park, though, took it. Gave it back to Bookavars. Bookavars was collared, in trouble. It was a little throw, I thought, there from the Bell Park player out of half-back. But play on says that, Chris Lynch just thought he had no time and he had plenty of time. Just threw it away in the end, and now they're scrapping for it. He goes and gets his own ball again, but Deans tackles again.
Free kick.
And in
just
the back.
In his back, yep.
Yeah, stiff. Oh, terrible handball too. Got it to Graham. They've worked their way out of this, though. Lynch got it across further afield, and it's well done out half-back in the end. But, geez, they had to work hard for it. So, Billy Henderson again, he's been so lively. Kick. A shocking kick. There was Grovedale players everywhere. It was Ford who got it. He flipped it across to Jacob Dale. And they're out here, Wellingham. Or Wellington, should I say. It's not Sharrod. As he gets it across to Donahue.
Could kick the goal.
Donahue runs inside 50. Kicks for goal. He's kicked it across.
Just pushed it.
Erskine's just dropped to his knees and pleaded for a free kick. He had no hope.
Poor kick here from Henderson.
So the kick in. Found Nellis, who just gets on that right boot and had to be a good kick, and it found Holmer. Holmer just worked Alice well there. Holmer bringing it in the centre of the ground, looking for Henderson. Oh, it's just hit his wrist, but he's able to gather it. So there's Patton, gets on the left boot. He's going to go deep. He needs a fly. There's a bit of Palais bingo. Great mark there, Michael Bright.
It's bingo.
He just set himself, didn't he, early?
He did. Now
got a bit of a sit and back him in here.
That was a terrific mark and generally would win mark of the day straight up, right? But I want to know who you got right now out of Donahue with his courageous one earlier this quarter.
I've still got
Or
Donahue.
The traditional fly.
Probably Donahue.
Right. Interesting. So Michael Bright hasn't learned from about the 12 kicks that have gone to the left so far down that end.
On that mark of the day, though, Donahue's probably not as good as it could have been if Bright had made a better contest of it in that first instance. So
which is
when you look at that, you almost start thinking, well, maybe. It was a pretty simple one in the end, so you probably go Bright.
Bright could win both yet.
He could.
With his goal as well.
So The kick's nicely done to Stanley out of half-back. He goes across further afield to Cheetahs. Cheetahs wanted his right foot and found it. Erskine in good position. It was well spoilt there in the end, though, from Johnson. Johnson lays a bit of body as well, but he's cut a swathe through the pack here. Alice, he eventually got collared. Might have got one high, but umpire said play on.
Might have got one high. Played it against him in the end.
Yeah, played it.
He's had a really good quarter, Lee Alice.
He has. He's had a really good quarter. So it's Luke Rounds who's got the footy for Bell Park. I still actually don't know why, but he just gives off a handball, a dangerous handball.
He's looking for the 1-2, actually.
Booker-Vars under some pressure, kicked it up the line. Sheringham's going to be asked to fly. Oh, he read it beautifully off the back of the pack, and he kicked nicely for Bright, just in front of him, unfortunately, though.
Hurt himself.
Oh, he's hurt a...
Might have done his knee.
Yeah, he's in trouble here, Michael
he's in
Bright.
a lot of pain there.
So Young, through the centre of the ground, gets it across to Razga. The ball's bouncing awkwardly.
He's in a lot of pain down there, rolling around.
He just threw his mouth guard out.
That's a knee.
Get out there. Who's getting out there?
They've got to now, but that's huge.
Oh, gee, that's not good to see. Michael Bright. He is writhing in pain.
Yeah.
He's done something really bad to his knee. Calling for stretcher, but if he hasn't. His knees might have... Oh, no, he mustn't have broken. I was about to say he might have broken his leg, but...
Hey, listen, he's trying to get off the ground.
Yeah.
Via
he knows he's done, so they'll just send someone out now.
But if I was him, I would have called for the stretcher just to stop play.
They've stopped play.
They have stopped play anyway.
He's on the line.
Don't worry about coming off.
He sort of went to change the classic one where he went to change direction.
Yeah, and it just went, just buckled underneath
his right knee, so he sort of buckled right underneath, which most of the time is something to do with the AC, isn't it, when you're changing direction?
Yeah, you're right. The only thing is, with the amount of pain, hopefully it's a medial ligament, because sometimes when you do your AC entirely, there's not a lot of pain generally, because you wipe out the nerve.
Yeah, someone says pain to begin with, and then not much at all, but he seemed to be in heaps, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was not in a good way right from the start, so preying on a medial for him.
I'm just looking if they sent someone else out into the ground already.
Not sure.
As in, well, there's only 3 down from what I can see over on the bench.
Unfortunately...
So I reckon they may have already put someone on. He's gone. He's just going to go straight off there and that'll be his day done.
Unfortunately...
Oh, yeah, he's cooked. Don't worry about that.
But unfortunately, no matter what it is, I reckon it's pretty bad, which I reckon is probably the year.
Positive is he's putting a little bit of weight on it.
No, I reckon that's the negative. Do you know why?
What's that?
They say when you do the AC, the pain's completely gone now. So he's probably thinking it's not too bad.
Bit of false hope.
Yeah, as Wally said, the nerve completely.
Yeah.
Not good regardless. He's done his knee in the past too, Michael Bright.
That's probably... Yeah.
It's probably the same injury.
Hate seeing that. And he was playing well too. He had a goal, and as I just said earlier, he could even have the mark in the goal of the day.
He's going to have played a quarter and a half of footy, and could win both.
So the umpire resets play here. It's a boundary throw-in, and it's about 80 metres from Grovedale's goal. They've done all the attacking this quarter. They've kicked 4 goals to nothing so far.
And actually lead at 6-3-39 to Bell Park 4-6-30.
9 points the margin. For Ballerine Tyres, of course, as Tom Couch gets away with this one. He's been holding the ball a few times this quarter, but that time he hacked it out of the play there. Ford got the footy for Grovedale. He might have caught one high, but the umpire said no. And well tackled, and I'll throw it up. So, interesting to see what happens with that little bit of a break in play. Bell Park probably needed it just to arrest the momentum. So, ball off hands. Not much happening down there. Eventually, it was Jason Graham for Bell Park who tried to get it moving. But the ball goes out of bounds again.
Yeah, so it'll be a throw-in. Forward to centre for Bell Park. They need an answering goal. Pretty desperate for one here. So it's Vale doing the ruckwork against Smith. Vale just got the tap down. And they can get just a rushed kick forward. Can Bell Park. Didn't really go to hands. Just throwing a boot out. That was Lynch. And now he's going to have to go and chase it. Grovedale, though, they've got the numbers and they can just bring it up the wing down. Once again, find a target there. Circuit gives it off, and Donahue, he's had plenty of it today. Did well there, spun around. He's going to bring the ball back in board. Finds Deans. Needs to just keep the ball moving. He goes short over the top. He's got a mark right on the paint. That Circuit, he just kept pushing forward. He's got Donahue there in support if he wants to give the hands off around the back, and he does. He's just going to go to the hot spot, or he might just go all the way. It's swinging back towards the goal. It's going to come off hands and go over the line. So minor score, and on the Blood Toyota scoreboard here in this second term. Grovedale 6-4-40, leading this one against Bell Park 4-6-30, and it's thanks to GJ Gardner Holmes here, locally built, locally owned.
So kicked out from fullback from Ben Johnson, but Grovedale's got the footy again here. They pump it back inside 50, and Speedy Deans. It's Ryan McKenzie. I was going to say an unlikely target up forward, but McKenzie takes the mark, and he is dangerous up there. Not the tallest man alive.
They just got to get those kicks right to him.
And this kick, once again, I'll say the breeze will advantage him this time because it'll swing it in towards goal, and he's inside the post. Just the minor score. They tick along to 6-5-41 Grovedale, leading Bell Park 4-6-30. That's a Blood Toyota scoreboard as we fairly late in the quarter now, I would have thought.
Be a few extra minutes because they did stop the clock.
So Luke Rounds will do the kicking in this time for Bell Park. He's just going to go to that spot again where they've gone a lot, probably 80% of the time, and it's Zach Smith for Grovedale. Takes a really nice grab, gives it off to Cheetahs on the left. Cheetahs found his target. Well done.
Wellington, is it?
Yeah, it is Wellington. Yep. Really well done from Grovedale. I think Bell Park have probably got to look at changing up that kick in. It's pretty predictable stuff. Gone short maybe once or twice, but the rest of the time have been to that exact spot. And the Grovedale big men are lining up.
They've got a lot of pace, Grovedale, around the ball today. They're looking good.
They are. Well, in the second quarter, but who would have thought he's missed out the right-hand side of the stick again. I reckon every point today has missed to the right-hand side as we look at it.
Just about, yeah.
Amazing.
So change it, kick in this time.
Yeah, gone the different tactic, but a rubbish kick has found Cheetahs.
Took a step.
He was off, wasn't he?
He wanted to go.
He'll give this to Donahue.
Probably need to be a bit more aware there.
It's going to go straight to Donahue.
Yeah.
It was always going to go to Donahue. You could pick it from here.
But why is the umpire pushing it around?
So catches.
Have a look where he's lining him up for a start. I mean, that's not lined up with the goals.
Yeah, he said, give it back to me.
So he's going to come in now. He'll kick from outside 50 and probably go at that left-hand goal post. He's going to swing it back. He just didn't connect with that one at all. Oh, look at that. Abbott just takes the mark, reaches up higher than anyone else, and he'll go back and slot one through from the goal square, you would have thought it.
Well done. Good contested mark, Ryan Abbott.
Yeah. Just read it better than anyone else, didn't he?
Ended up being uncontested in the end, didn't it? No one was there.
I wouldn't nearly had it for a Palais bingo mark of the day, but it's not even comparative to the other two already, so we won't mark it down.
And this will be a nice, easy kick. Grovedale, another goal. That'd be about their fifth for the term, so they're flying at the moment. 7-6-48. They're leading this one against Bell Park, 4-6-30, and they just haven't shown up to play in this second term.
They've kicked 5-4 to Bell Park's one behind.
Dominant display in this quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you'd have to say it's in midfield that's probably...
Deans and Alice and Circuit.
Alice has played the best quarter of football I've seen from him this year, that's for sure.
Fantastic.
Been really good. Cheetahs plenty of it as well. Up they go again.
Slipped.
There's Vale over the top this time, and it's Couch, the recipient. He kicks it, a nice-looking kick, but in front down there for Grovedale was Dylan Williams. Did really well to make good position. Ball ended up in the hands, though, of Ben Kennedy. He just hooks it around, close to the boundary line. A couple of Grovedale players spoiled each other.
Yeah, it was Donahue and...
Cheetahs, was it?
Cheetahs might have been, yeah. Both flew at it.
So, a bit of a lack of talk there, but the ball ended up out of bounds anyway. It's about 40 metres around from from Bell Park's point post. So, Holmer and Smith. Smith, front position. He took it. Got it down to Stanley. Stanley just clears it. A nice ball and finds the boundary line. I reckon that was his intended target, and it's about 70 out now from Bell Park's goal.
Yeah, it was a good result, that. So, once again, both sides. Plenty of changes at the interchange gates there then. You expect, obviously, with Michael Bright going down with a knee, that could really bring fitness into this game. Could be a big factor as the ball came back into play. Sheringham was over the top of it, but it's been locked up. So, ball up. Probably gained about 5 metres going towards Bell Park's goal there. So, once again, it's just slowed down a little bit at the moment, this game. Bell Park not getting the movement that Grovedale were able to get. So, phone up. Vale Smith doing the ruck work. Grovedale able to work it forward, and there's Deans. So, gathering it and just chips over top. Circuit got involved. Yeah, they can just work it back towards the centre of the ground. It's a good kick there. I mean, Kelly, that kick was smothered though, and Patton, though, if it sits for him, can gather. He's got Donahue to contend with. Handballs over the top. There's Graham, runs to 50. It's a poor kick. He's gone towards the pocket. It might work for Polk. He had to be good.
Free kick.
He's won it. Yep, he's won the free kick for sure.
Had to be there.
I thought the umpire was going to point the other way for a second, but no.
Got
it right.
Yeah, Riley Hall had his arms completely wrapped around Polky. Didn't allow him to run at the footy.
Giving away a bit of height.
Just a fraction.
And despite the scoreline, Polky could get his third and be well on the way to that bag of 5.
Well, I knew it was going to be his third because Tonks just held up his fingers.
I did.
He had the 3. He had it held up already. Don't mark this one down just yet, though.
It's not an easy kick. Probably a little bit right to left, though. And he looks like he's made a good fist of it. It's a good response there.
I think he's got more chance of getting a handful than Benny Johnson has at this stage of getting his 12
marks, yes.
Hey, listen, he's just on the one I know, but he can get him in quick fire.
He'd want to get a lot.
Don't worry about that.
So the Blood Toyota scoreboard. Bell Park back to 5-6, is it? 36, yeah, my maths is right. Grovedale 7-6-48.
12 points. Let's go around the grounds for Gateway when you're ready, Tonks.
Love to, but just updating.
So up they fly again. It's Smith. Been doing it all day pretty much. He gets the ball down. Sheringham, though, first on the scene for Bell Park. Ball just bundled forward from Grovedale, though. Nicely done. Speedy Dean's just tracking it, but Luke Rounds gets on the end of it. He just deliberately puts it out of bounds, but Tyler Stack just saves him from a free kick. Just saw the footy before the ball went out. Umpire will throw it in out of side. 12 points. Entertaining stuff. It's going to be a tight one all day, I reckon.
That's it. So it's back into play. Smith reached up over the top and got the tap. Couch was trying to charge to and get a clean possession. He got it eventually and just threw it on the boot. Grubbed it forward. Strong tackle though. Now Patton with the ball. Handballs it out wide. This is good. They've got some runners in the hands of Paddy Bright, who gave it off. And now they're going to get a flying shot on goal. And it's just across the face. Stayed in place somehow there. Grovedale, though, they'll just be looking to get across the bench line. They do, as Polky was applying the pressure there.
It's well played from Tom Couch. He got the footy from the contest initially, and he also fed out a nice handball further down the chain as well.
So throw in deep in Bell Park's forward 50. A goal here would be huge right now, just to get that margin back a little bit going towards half time. Holmer had good position, just slapped it forward. It's quickly wrapped up though. So we'll have a ball up.
Boys, I'm just trying to pick up, I can't see Harrison. Oh, yeah, there's Harrison. So I don't know who he's gone to and why Riley Hall's on Polky. Anyway.
So Smith got the tap. Ground level now. Both sides with plenty of numbers around the footy. There's Ian Alley. We'll just run in and kick an easy goal.
Too easy.
He's got a good burst of speed, Ian Alley.
He's got 2.
He's second for the afternoon too, yep. And Blood Toyota scoreboard. Bell Park just getting themselves back into this one. 6-6-42, plays 7-6-48. Late stages of this second term here.
Round the grounds with Gateway, we've got St Joseph's 54, Colac 21. We've got Newtown 111 lead, Lara 2 the first half still. Leopold 79, Geelong West 35, and St Mary's 42, North Shore 27, with South Barham 43 and St Albans
and the
28.
GDFL started their finals this week.
Yep, who we got?
Inverleigh are up by 15 points against North Geelong.
Nice.
That's in late in the second term.
So it's Bright. That's Patrick. Got it across to Cuddill. Cuddill looking for his teammate down there. The kick wasn't great. Favoured him though, but Donahue's onto it. It was Billy Henderson who's going to get this ball kicked out to him. It was well done out of the pack from Patton, but Speedy Deans is just doing so much grunt work today. It's out of control. He is a big factor in this game so far.
Well.
Another one of your favourites, Willie.
Yeah, always liked him. Can't question his endeavour, that's for sure. Say it to my son all the time. I don't care if you can't do something, but you've got to have a crack.
So it's thrown back into play right in front of us. Caldwell coming up, being the third man up and getting a clean tap forward. Wellington there, handballs off. There's Dean's getting involved. He's going to kick it towards the pocket. Erskine was in a
number 2
great position, and he's going to come from a long way back if he's going to get to this 12. I reckon.
He'll get it, mate. Don't worry about that.
He plays on to Johnson. He's just going to go out wide. He's got Bright there. That's Paddy Bright. So he takes a mark and just holds it up. He's looking for some leads. Patton moved for him, and he's got another short one over the top. That is Ben Bookavars. So he's looking further afield. He's got another lead. He's got Polky coming a long way up to get it. That's nice, a strong grab. Gives the hands off quickly to Henderson. So it might not have been him. It might have been Patton. Goes deep into the forward 50. The mark not taken there by Holmer. They'll be looking to get over the boundary line now, Bell Park. And it's going to be a ball up. It's just stayed in play.
The momentum that's happened after Michael Bright hurt his knee is definitely swung back to Bell Park.
After just that stoppage. That's right. Stephen Polke, by the way, he looks like some sort of Jehovah's Witness. He is a great player. He does not look like a Do you agree? Amazing. Doesn't look like a footballer in any stretch for mine, but he just keeps grabbing him. What a player.
He can play.
Oh.
Don't know about the Jehovah's Witness call, but we'll just let that sit.
Amazing.
So once again, thrown up tight on the boundary line. Holmer there just tried to take it out of the ruck, couldn't do so, and now he gets the handball off. Now it'll be a quick flying shot of goal. It's going to go across the face and
point.
Just through for a minor score. Probably not a great result left Bell Park. They would like to throw in. Might have been. Just out of that contest. So 7th behind now for Bell Park there, 6-7-43. Trailing Grovedale 7-6-48 on the Blood Toyota scoreboard.
So Donahue, Grovedale, out of full back, just plays onto himself. Mark that down as a stat, he says.
Now.
Around the outer side. Oh, he's kicked this straight down the throat of who else but Johnson, and that's number 3.
So he's still 9 short.
You boys ruled him out. He's winding up now as he kicks the ball down inside 50. It was well spoilt there from Tim Delaney. Came over the top. Boundary line in sight. Umpire said play on, though. And Grovedale just hacked this forward dangerously. It's Rounds just dancing around. Got through a little bit of traffic. A good ball inside, looking for a teammate. But once again, well done there from that's Delaney again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Grovedale, they're going to bring it back out towards our commentary position. Short kick over the top. Razga and Erskine are both there, and Razga takes the mark. So he looks upfield and hasn't got a lot to go to.
Someone tell Erskine to
plenty of numbers.
Run back
Erskine,
200 metres.
Just float back, and he's just going to get him to sit it on his head now. Erskine will be underneath this one. You'd think he'd try to fly from the back. He's not in a great position. They all fly at it. At the bottom there was Young handballs over Deans. He's got Wellington. Wellington, though, he's under a little bit of pressure there.
Oh,
Johnson,
well done, Johnson.
Superb stuff to get the smother on the ball, and it rolls out of play.
Gee, that was good anticipation from Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think Deans and Wellington, they should have worked that one a bit better. They should have drawn Johnson to the footy and then just given the quick hands out of there and away you go. But, yeah, made a bit of a meal of it. So Bright got the tap and handball off, and then they get kick for going to Kennedy. He's got plenty of tape on him today. Roving the ball was Henderson, just throws on the right boot, curls back towards the forward 50. Ian Alley's there, well spun out of trouble. The kick was poor, though. Said his teammate Polke a bit of a task. He's done on the left boot. It's going to go across the face. Trying to take the mark. There was Delaney. It's on the boundary line, but it bounces across in front of him.
I do like the little bit of pace that Ian Alley's got.
Yep.
Gets a little bit exciting when he gets around the ball.
So scoreboard today.
Blood Toyota.
7-6-48. Lead Gratz Grovedale. Lead Bell Park 6-7-43. Late in the second. Just about half time.
Think so. The sign couldn't be far away as Abbott got the tap, and once again will go over for another throw in. Long quarter this one. Obviously, we lost a bit of time with Paddy Bright going off the ground.
With a knee injury, we're not sure what, but we would suspect maybe an AC or a medial or something, but we're not doctors.
Yep. Michael Bright. That's it.
If we were doctors, we wouldn't be here.
And that's the siren, and that concludes the first half. As we just talked about, Grovedale kicked 5 goals to 2 in the end. Yep. 5 goals to 2 in that quarter, and they lead by 5 points for Blood Toyota. Really nice quarter of football for them. We are going to take a break, and we'll dissect this game. We'll go around the grounds. Got all sorts of stuff happening at half time. Kicks Country Footy, FM 89.3.
You're listening to the GFL Game of the Week, thanks to 40 Winks and Geelong Harley-Davidson on 89.3 Kicks Country Footy.
There's a great feeling about the raw energy you get at a local footy match. Some days you can pull your car up to the ground, sit on the bonnet and cheer from the sidelines. Some days the weather doesn't play ball, so you retreat inside your car, heater on, wipers on. Through the years, Blood Toyota have been right there on the sidelines with you, with the full league of Toyota vehicles. When you need a car, see the team at Blood Toyota. Proud supporters of the GFL for more than 20 years.
There are some things in life you'll never be sure of, like whether your husband is really mowing the lawn. Building your new home should be different. At GJ Gardner Homes, your local team will be on hand to guide you through every stage of your new build. You'll always know what's happening. You'll always feel in control.